Welcome, Magnus here, and today we're going to actually talk and see the PlayStation conference as it's happening. Now, if I get any interruptions during this, I'll stop and pause it and start it again. So I'm definitely not live streaming this. I wanted to do this at my own time, at my own leisure, to be able to react to it genuinely. But my first time seeing it, which is at the beginning, live as it's going on, will be with you guys, and then you can watch it, and I'll try to cut out bits that I don't think that need to be on there. We'll just stick to the juicy stuff, that way you can get what's important and my live reactions from me as they happen, and then we'll kind of go from there. Right now, before the stream, it's just been constant PlayStation logos and like this music that you hear right now playing just over and over again until we get to the nitty-gritty of the presentation. I'm excited for this presentation because there was no E3 this year, and to have these presentations actually still go on from a remote location is something that I enjoy, because you get to see the latest and greatest announcements, but you don't have to have a big show venue conference. I think in this new age that we're living with, and unfortunately under these circumstances we were forced to be under these conditions, it's interesting that we're still able to not only enjoy the things that we love but continue to move forward, though remotely with social distancing, which this is exciting. This is great. I would also tune into the Xbox One if Xbox has it, but I've know about the Sony one, so that's what we're going to pay attention to today. Things I'm looking forward to are the games. This is about games. This announcement, this whole presentation is about games, so I want to see what games that they have to show. I've heard of a new God of War could possibly be shown. I've heard rumors of other games possibly being shown. I wonder if a Grand Theft Auto would be shown. I'm not even sure about that, but any of the new games that they would show, I'm very much looking forward to. But I'm also looking forward to being surprised. Right now I've got a setup where I usually don't wear a headset, but I definitely want to be able to listen to everything that's going on and then react to it. And this headset setup seems to be like the best for this type of presentation. So if there's any lag in there's, at least while I'm recording, I definitely know that there's a lag between my voice and the video. So I'm going to take some editing time in post before I actually upload this. So you're going to see that. What I'm mostly curious though, and I know this event is mostly about games, but what I'm mostly curious is about the look and design of the PlayStation 5. What will it look like? There have been actually models of the PlayStation 5 that have been shown online that are just kind of like fan concept models of what it could possibly look like. So I'd like to see what it looks like, and if it's anything like previous systems, which PlayStation has stuck to the design, especially since the PlayStation 2, of a black model design. And I think mostly that's uniform because it would go great. Black goes better with like a media design center where you're trying to focus on a TV, and to have something distracting from the television doesn't make sense, so they keep it black. But they've also kept it pretty flat. Black and flat. Like the PlayStation 2, you could stand it up. The PlayStation 3, you could stand it up. And it had a curved top, but it was relatively, I guess I can't say it was flat there, but it was relatively small and not as big as, like, for example, the original Xbox was. So the PlayStation 4 in itself, with flat top, sleek design when it originally came out, with that little nice blue light that kind of shone from the middle. And it hasn't had a traditional, like, old school console design with like a disc tray that you just pop open and rectangle-ish. It hasn't had that since the 90s, and I don't think they're going to go that direction. It doesn't make sense to go that direction. Xbox Series X is like a tall rectangular shaped tower with a light like in the middle where fans should actually spit out spit out any heat that it would get. But that's kind of the way it is and it's designed. But I wonder what Sony's would go for. I do think that it's going to still use disc trays, so it'll still be Blu-ray, base, and I believe it'll also work with 4K Blu-rays as well, which is great because 4K Blu-rays are relevant at this point. And I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player, and every next step that I've taken when it comes to media that's played, it's always been with a PlayStation. DVDs for PlayStation 2, Blu-rays with the PlayStation 3, continued Blu-ray with the PlayStation 4, so there was really no shift there. But to have 4K Blu-rays, that's a good selling point for not only me, but for the masses to pick up 4K Blu-ray players and help those disc sales. What else am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to this thing getting started and what other services they might have. Right now it's saying stay tuned. So right there, you're seeing it say stay tuned. So it looks like we're about to start and momentarily ready. They must be doing the final setup. And this is where it starts. As soon as it starts, I'm going to kind of put myself off into a little corner right over here of the screen right here. And I think here we go. Here we go. Let's go. First trailer. Ooh. Exciting. I love this. Okay. So definitely the different shapes of the Xbox controller. Xbox, did I say Xbox? The different shapes of the PlayStation controller are popping out. And this almost looks like it's geared towards VR, like VR related. And the traditional like Sony like weird concept, they had this like with the PlayStation 3 announcements as well too. Nostalgia.
I wonder, like, different choices, how we might have ended up.
No, I like the hand we've been dealt.
Classics. PS3, PS4 classics.
You, me, together, we were destined for something great.
Good trailer.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or
Get
the-
out.
I don't know, that thing. That magic.
Okay.
I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit.
You sounding more and more like a snee-eye itch every day.
My job, my score, get your own.
We should talk about work.
We out here gangbanging like it's 91.
We all love banks. Get me a DJ.
Give me a hand with these bodies.
This cannot be traced back to me.
Like the online stuff.
Champagne, anyone?
Just sort of smash things.
So now what?
Really? So this game is on PS3, PS4, and now PS5. Talk about like multi-generational. Oh, nice. Starting today. Wow. Looks like they're not putting any GTA out there, so they're trying to stall as much as they possibly can by getting any GTA 5 revenue before GTA 6. Makes sense. For a second, I almost thought a new Grand Theft Auto. That would have been nuts.
It was great
Here we
to
go.
kick today off with a look back at just some of the seminal moments of the last 25 years. And what better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game that's graced every PlayStation console, Grand Theft Auto. It's been a privilege partnering with Rockstar Games for many years now, and we're thrilled to open today with the news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. It's now just over a year since we began sharing technical details of PlayStation 5, but today's the day that we've been looking forward to for years, when we get to show you just some of the games that demonstrate our belief that PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational transition our industry has yet seen. The content we've curated for today's event showcases how PS5 has inspired developers to create new experiences that are transformative in how they look, sound, and feel. Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
Good. Usually when Sony does just gameplay footage, they do well. If they do too much talking, then it doesn't work as well. Let's see.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up. Your dad said that. He was right.
Spider-Man?
Now it's your turn. Go be a hero, Miles.
Whoa.
Okay,
Spider-Man.
let's do this.
Oh, get out. Get out. Miles Morales. Oh, snap. I have a special fondness in my heart for Miles Morales because he's like half Dominican and I have
今
Dominican
日は
background.
皆さんに僕らが作ってい
Okay,
る
let's see.
新しいグランツーリスモの情報をシ
Gran
ェア
Turismo
できるということですごく興奮してい
Oh,
ます。
here we go.
今回のグランツーリスモはおそらくこれまでのねグランツーリスモのファンの方がプレイしたら本当に嬉しいんじゃないかなっていう、キャンペーンモードを中心にしたグランツーリスモになっていると思います。ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
This is gonna be sick. Gran Turismo always was an incredible graphical super beast when it comes to video games. So this will look like PlayStation 6 graphics on PS5. They're just unbelievable. As I said, look at that. Granted, the characters there still looked but the backgrounds in the cars are sick, and they got the inside of it too, which is nuts. Gran Turismo 7. So far Sony's killing it. Oh, so this is gonna be like a a slight teaser for what the menus look like and everything. They must have had time to develop this. A lot of time. Gameplay. That's what it's about, gameplay. And I like the in the car type of gameplay, so you could see the rear view, could feel it. And because PlayStation 5 is going to have those controllers that have like that feedback that makes it feel like you're actually like there in a sense, right? I think that'll be cool. I like the little details as well on the car. I haven't owned a Gran Turismo game in years, but I mean, everything looks nice. The draw distance is incredible in this game. It really, and the lighting is pretty good. I don't know if it's showing off too much dynamic lighting. It looks pretty static, but okay. I mean, it's fine. Without seeing any more detail, what more can you say? It's a basic sunny day. It didn't show like intense like weather effects or anything. It was just sunny graphics. Now what's this? Oh.
You all right back there? No way.
Get out
It
of here.
appears that the dimensions are collapsing on one another. If we cannot get to...
Jack and Daxter.
Right. The ship. I mean, we can't be that far.
I have it in my sight.
They have found us, Ratchet.
Why did I say Jack and Daxter? Ratchet and Clank.
How do I steer this thing?
Ask nicely.
See, this looks like it's showing off dynamic lighting. To be able to load that fast is pretty cool. These are like different worlds that are loading like almost instantaneously. That's not easy to do. Actually, you can't do it on today's current hardware that quick.
Well, it is certainly not good.
Wow. It's like interdimensional travel too.
Where?
Holy smoke.
Beats me.
From a gameplay perspective, that is just smiles all the way.
Ratchet, we are too late. Ratchet?
Who?
What the? Rift apart. Oh snap, now we're playing with different dimensions in this world too, so it's not just Marvel.
Creative director at Insomniac Games.
Okay.
The entire studio is so excited to be able to share with you a first ever look at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, a brand new, full-length, interdimensional adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. We're doing things we've never been able to do before, like use dimensional rifts to be able to leap from planet to planet nearly instantly, or put ray trace reflections on Clank. All of our alien worlds are filled with density and life previously unseen. Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal is more exciting than ever thanks to the DualSense controller's enhanced feedback. Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our hearts at Insomniac, and we can't wait to share more with you in the future. But for now, here's another look.
Even more. Now it's gameplay footage.
Did you see that?
Holy smoke. This must be early on in the game. It seems like you could just cling onto those portals and then just kind of go through them.
It's Ratchet and Clank.
Sand sharks from above.
So this must be as it's happening, your experiences. I have a feeling that you actually switch characters to the other character later on in the game, so you're like that different interdimensional Ratchet.
Was that a kraken? Or at least a very large octopus.
Whoa.
I will never get used to that. Hey, break reality.
Don't let him get to the boss!
There's a lot going on in this screen. That's what's amazing, is like a lot's going on.
Yeah! I kind of wish he was doing a worse job! He must have more planned than that's what I'm afraid of.
I think it almost looks like we reached the point in gaming where it's just kind of like, yeah, do whatever you want, play whatever you want. Graphically, there's going to be, it looks like, very little limitations until we hit those limitations in a couple of years. As what always happens. It looks like 60 FPS. I mean, this is streaming not so high quality on my screen, but it seems everything's at least 60 FPS. Which, everything going on with no delay at 60 FPS is pretty cool. And I'd hope that they actually are able to keep that up with other high-end games. Now, Ratchet and Clank has always been good. That team at Insomniac has always been phenomenal at making games, like the Spider-Man game that they did, and the Ratchet and Clank series for years has been graphically impressive. So they always have pushed the PlayStation to the extreme, with almost relative ease. But I'd like to see that, how that translates. Now here we go, Square Enix. Are we getting something else? Here we go. Looks like something new. What the hell? Project Athia. Or Athia. One or the other. These studios must have unbelievable amounts of money, but exclusively. So it looks like PS5 has an exclusive from Square Enix. That in itself is pretty good. That's gonna really decide, I think, the next generation of systems. Where's something from Sega? I miss Sega. I do. I'm just gonna call it right now. I wish Sega was a part of this. Alright, so Blue 12. What do we got going on here? So far I'm impressed by everything. Everything is something that, like, yes, I want that. Humans. R.I.P. humans. So it looks like humans exist no more in this world. And that's a robot. This looks pretty cool. Those robots remind me of the VR game, like the Job Simulator. If you've tried Job Simulator on PlayStation VR, and I think they have it on PC as well, it's pretty cool. They look like those robots from Job Simulator. Except, now we get to explore that world. I'm not saying that that's the case, but Stray. I'm assuming you play as that cat? Alright, I would have to find out a little bit more before I get excited about Stray. We'll see. I guess we're gonna have to wait till the end of this before we even see what the system looks like, if we see it at all. Now, I was hoping for a system reveal, but 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, that's what we expected. The SSD, so much that we've heard about the SSD that could load everything really fast. Ray tracing, that has to do with lighting effects and making everything look crisp. There's the controller that we've seen with the haptic feedback that I was talking about, where you could kind of like feel everything. Like in Gran Turismo, the engine would probably feel nice as you're driving using that controller. Adaptive triggers with different resistance levels, which is pretty cool. USB support, motion sensor. They could actually open up that USB for more functionality. Headset jack, which has been around for a while. 3D audio, which when you're wearing headphones, 3D audio is an amazing experience with games that support it. So now that it's going to be standard on PlayStation, they have a good mix of really immersing you into games.
Making games used to be about these constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations. With PS5, we're not going to be burdened like that. We're going to be able to realize our artistic vision a lot better. It's got a ton of horsepower, which is very easy to unlock, and it's a machine that's really easy to develop on. The PS5 will present a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us tell stories, make worlds, create gameplay that I think will truly captivate the player and really surprise quite a few people. Please take a look at this new franchise for Worldwide Studios, coming exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Worldwide Studios. Now that's a studio that helped develop some of the VR games for PlayStation VR, like VR Worlds, and the London Heist in VR Worlds was done by them.
Over and over, I relive my first moments on this alien planet. The crash. The attack. My death. The crash. The attack. My death. Trapped in this endless cycle. Even death is no escape.
Movements and the facial capture is kind of weird.
Different. As if changing. This world is becoming part of me.
But the world itself looks detailed.
Infecting my mind. My memories. The longer I spend here, the more I can feel my sanity slip away. But I cannot lose hope.
A shooter.
My only choice is to keep fighting. To keep looking for answers. My only hope is to break the cycle. Before the cycle breaks me.
Returnal. Looks like a story-driven shooter. Gotta be honest, this is one of those presentations I wasn't particularly impressed or excited for. And that's because my own personal taste. I'm not a big fan of those type of story-driven games that looks like space shooters. But what are we looking at now? A Little Big Planet. Sackboy, A Big Adventure. I like Little Big Planet. I've never been one to create a lot of games in Little Big Planet, like how they let you custom create games. But it's because I just love the story, I love the simplicity, I love the platforming of Little Big Planet. And it's simple, and it's fun, and it's creative. And this looks like a isometric perspective version of Little Big Planet. A little bit more depth to Little Big Planet. Instead of like 2.5D. Like all the other Little Big Planet games were 2.5D. This is a little bit more 3D platforming. This is cute. Bring it back. I wonder if they'll have creation features, which I think they will. But they just leaned away from the Little Big Planet name for a Sackboy adventure. Wonder why. Maybe it'll be different. Besides the more 3D environment. Now this is multiplayer. Whatever this is. I like the artistic direction of this and the art style. Colorful. Oh, snap. Destruction Derby. I love this type of game, too. Almost looks like the art style of that other game. I forgot what it's called, but the soccer car game that did well. This is pretty cool. So once your car is destroyed, you can get out and battle on foot and destroy cars on foot. Okay, cool. Might be cool to pick up. Why not? Destruction All-Stars. Yeah. I don't see that being a $60 game. Like, that's like DLC. Downloadable game that is like $20, $30 that you jump in and play online multiplayer or tournament. That I actually enjoy. I think that's great.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Greer and this is my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a small team with a background in film and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
I like that this is all just, let's get to the games. Really smart move from Sony.
You sense the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it. Driven by the belief that you can help these troubled spirits. But you cannot hide your weakness from me.
This almost looks like a Pixar movie.
You have no power here. Kena.
pretty cool. So she's restoring the world. Bridge of Spirits. That could be a movie. I like the art style of that. Again, not disappointed by the graphical representation, because it looks easier for developers to just put whatever they want on screen. It's more like, what are the game ideas that they're coming up with? That's what I'm curious. What's this?
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign? To do that thing you've always meant to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing great things. But something's holding me back. Maybe it's just nerves. Maybe it's the fear that I'll never be as good as what I imagine, when I'm still just standing on the edge. But if we've got nothing else to lose, might as well jump.
Goodbye, Volcano High. That looks pretty cool. It might be an indie game that's mostly story driven, but I like that. I like those like risks, and I like this type. It reminds me of like the Sega CD with FMV games. I actually did like some FMV games, so if that's taking more of that direction and story driven direction, I love to play it. I don't know. Let me know if you've heard of Willy
I'm here to
Beamish.
share with you a game that I've been dying to make. It's an emotionally engaging story where rescuing is rewarding, failure is devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last you a lifetime.
Oddworld.
Take a look.
Bringing it back. Nostalgic games. Let's bring back Oddworld.
You are no longer a slave, Abe.
PS1 era.
They believed, trusted, followed, and it led them here. You may have escaped the murderous blades, but the fate of your entire people is up to you.
Oh no. Crap. Oh no. For those who don't know, Oddworld and this type of series of games was originally around the PS1. Back then, it was like 2.5D where the background was pre-rendered, and you as Abe had to rescue his friends and his race and save them from these like slave drivers, and then you can just follow them. You can save them, and then some died, and it would be funny. But I haven't seen a new one in years, so now it's Oddworld
PlayStation 5によって我々の考える東京のビジュアルを実現できました。今までに見たことのない東京の魅力を見て、聞いて、感じることができます。これからお見せするのはゴーストワイヤー東京の世界初のゲームプレイ動画です。スーパーナチュラルでミステリアスな東京、そこに潜む驚異と美しさを感じ取っていただけると思います。ぜひお楽しみください。
I want to see One's Eye. For my Shenmue fans out there, you know what I mean. Aberdeen, all that stuff, all those places.
You see things others can't. Hear threats others don't.
Whoa.
Fight when others won't.
Shenmue?
It's up to you to save Tokyo.
Trying to absorb like what's going on. Is this like horror action game? Music matters so much, and the trailer doesn't give me the sense of fear. It's more like action heavy. Ghostwire, Tokyo. But will it be meant to be a game that's actually horror driven? And that's where music really matters in video games. Like, is it making you feel like you should be scared, or is it making you feel like, go get him? We'll see. It looks alright. Again, lack of dialogue, all gameplay. Sony's doing a pretty good job. Don't know what I'm looking at here, but Year Zero. Year 3, Year 4. Fast forward in time. I guess that was like the first year we took off from this planet. Far Shore. I have no idea what that was. But that helps, right? When you have no idea what you're looking at, and then trailer after trailer will help you understand. But again, no idea. And I like those transitions. It's almost like it's leading into something when you see those transitions. Gearbox. Counterplay game. In development footage captured on PlayStation 5 development kit. This looks nice, but this also does not sell me on the next PlayStation. To me, like this, and I'm judging really early, but like, what about this would make me want to get a PS5? Don't know. To me, this almost looks like a cell phone game. Is it mean of me to say? but it's kind of like, you ever seen those cell phone advertisements where you're like, oh, this is a cell phone, this is cool. And if this is loud, maybe I could lower the volume a little bit. But yeah, it kind of almost looks like a cell phone, like free mobile game, and then you have to buy a bunch of the apps later. Like, buy this today and get your free uniform or whatever. But here we go, moving on. Already this reminds me of, oh, a black hole. You can't be that close to a black hole. You've already, heck no, you're too close. You're too close, man. She would have been spaghettified. Science people, you know what I'm talking about. Past the event horizon, that's what I wanted to say. You ever play Gravity Rush? That's what these graphics remind me of, at least right now. It looks like Gravity Rush. Except for the actual character. Either that or, instead of Gravity Rush, one of the other games. But yeah, Solar Ash. Okay. What do we got here? Again, they remind me of Gravity Rush. I do like these transitions. They're pretty cool. It's almost like it's leading to something. I wonder what. I want to see some VR stuff, to be totally honest.
It was always gonna end like this. All your hard work, all your sacrifice, only sped up the process. Yourself alone.
This is reminding me of Hitman.
Only death awaits.
Hitman 3, yeah. Exactly what I thought. Hitman 3. That's exciting.
Hakanabrak here from IO Interactive. In Hitman 3, Agent 47 is back for his most intimate and professional contract in his entire career. This is also the dramatic conclusion for the World of Assassination trilogy. I'm so proud to be here to present a little glimpse of the gameplay where Agent 47 is on top of the world in Dubai. Enjoy.
I really got to get into the Hitman franchise. It's something that I've always wanted to delve into, but I just haven't. But to me, it's very intriguing, so this is my style of game, definitely. Give it up for Metal Gear fans. I guess he was not joking when he said just a little glimpse. Alright, maybe this is it. Okay. Took a little while to press that PS button, huh? Oh wait, what? This is different. Okay. These guys are actually getting a game now. These little characters were part of a PS room for PS4, which was like free downloadable content to play like VR games and stuff. And played these little characters with like a camera and stuff. So yeah, playroom, yeah. So I guess they're continuing with that. That could be free. It was free in the past, so if they continue to do it free, that would make sense. What do we got here? Cute. Again, the lighting's cool, but at least from if these games so far are meant to represent the graphical prowess of next generation hardware, I think Ratchet and Clank did one of the best jobs of showing that because of the different levels of just how you were going boom, 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 and going in between different areas. But most of these games don't look like they're really stretching the limits of next generation hardware, if you know what I mean. But they're still pretty. I mean, this one looks interesting from a story perspective. Oh, of course. And I like the art design. This art design looks pretty cool. Little Devil Inside. Probably another indie studio game, which is pretty cool.
What's up, everyone? I'm Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. Here we go. The first ever teaser for NBA 2K21. Y'all are not ready for this.
I like NBA 2K series. I hope that this can show me some really next level look, because the 2K series has always looked good graphically. Since PS3 and stuff like that, let me adjust the volume. Since like PS3 and whatever, it actually has looked like actual basketball games. And even on the Dreamcast, which is where this series started, Sega Sports, NBA 2K now belongs to 2K Games, always looked sick, and the lighting in that trailer looked pretty nuts. And that's what I'm hoping for. Some fall 2020. When you need a release of PS5 also in fall 2020, that's to be expected, but okay. Here we go. If this was Shenmue, I'd be picking up those flowers right now. Just grab.
Amazing, aren't they? Half bug, half snack. A very recently discovered species, entirely unique to this island. Oh, this one's lively. Beautiful seed patterns.
What?
Oh, and it's tasty too.
What?
Welcome to the island of bug snacks.
Octodad was a weird game, and you become what you eat. You are what you eat, I guess, right? So if you ate a burger or a sandwich, you become a sandwich. Okay, again, creative.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of bug snacks.
Liz! I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire.
Oh, again?
What? I like that trailer. I guess that's the bad guy. I'm assuming these are going to be like for PS4 as well. Okay, we're almost an hour into this conference. There's been no VR to speak of, which again I was hoping for. We got some pretty hard-hitting games early on, and there's been no console reveal, which I was hoping for as well. Like at least the look of it, and like the connections and whatever, the I/O ports. I would love to see what it has, but again, this is not about that. It's about the games.
Hi everyone, thank you for being with us today for this very special event. But before we get to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
Okay. What do you got for us? God of War, maybe? No? Maybe? Let's see. Demon's Souls? Demon's Souls. At the very end, I'm like, this has got to be Demon's Souls. Nice. Blue Point. So it must be Demon's Souls like remastered.
Deathloop is a next-gen first-person shooter about rival assassins locked in a time loop.
This is our unique vision, what Arkane is all about.
Freeform immersive gameplay, a surreal player-driven story smashed together.
Want to see some stylish action? Check this out.
Colt, my predecessor, has been pronounced guilty of treason. He is to be shot on sight
not making this easy.
Alright, this looks like actual gameplay. Reminds me of mixture of a couple games.
It's cold!
Hope you're ready to loot!
Whoa.
Damn.
Oh, I guess you could rewind. Bethesda, yeah.
Good morning, Black Reef. Another day, another death. Aren't time loops fun? For everyone else on this island, this place is paradise. A never-ending party, where hunting me is the main attraction. And no matter how I try to escape, they always cut me down. But I'm one stubborn motherfucker.
See, this game is creative.
Every loop I'm learning a little more, piecing together the puzzle. There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight. There's just one little snag.
You thought it was going to be easy?
Juliana Blake, Black Reef's protector and a real pain in my ass. She may kill me 1,000,000 times, but eventually, inevitably, I will break this fucking loop.
Definitely. I can imagine being frustrated after dying a few times, going through the same thing over and over again. I like the art style on this too.
I don't like watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
Do you play as both characters? That could be interesting. That you're also hunting him as well. So you play 2 perspectives, hers and his. Could be a shot. Now let's see what else they have. I mean, it's almost an hour, unless that's it. The story comes to a close. Maybe not.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
What is it with that creepy story?
It's just a local tale.
You're really into that stuff?
Quit being so paranoid.
No! Friendly! Friendly! Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on? They're coming. Who is?
Whoa! Oh my God! Resident Evil!
Sorry, Ethan.
Holy smoke. Resident Evil 8. I am blown away. I had no idea. It looked really cool, and then holy smoke. Resident Evil 8. No words. No words. Like, I have to watch this again, like, after this is all done and recorded. What do we got now? Times Square. Okay. Virtual cat. What's with cats lately? I think we got the big games coming up. Pragmata.
What is that?
Freedom. Our freedom.
I don't know what that was, but that looked pretty cool. And we're still going here. 1 hour plus. We're still going. They got a lot to show off in this conference. I'm impressed. They showed off Resident Evil, so I'm just like, ah.
The old ones perished 1,000 years ago. Their great cities turned to graves. In their place came new life.
I'm assuming this is pre-rendered. It looks like pre-rendered animation.
And new dangers.
We got a sequel for Horizon Zero Dawn Part 2.
Stop it. Or it will get worse and worse.
This game looked amazing on the PS4.
Until it destroys us all. There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world. No depth I won't explore.
Nuts.
No secret I won't unlock. No barrier I won't cross. This mission is mine alone. If I falter, if I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop what's coming.
Horizon Forbidden West.
But whatever comes, I will be ready.
Gorilla. Here we go. Now that
On behalf of the entire team at Guerrilla,
Okay.
we're happy to share the first look at Horizon Forbidden West.
We're continuing Elga's story as she moves west to a far future America.
To brave a beautiful but dangerous frontier masked with mysterious new threats.
Get ready to explore distant lands ravaged by massive storms.
And take on new, powerful machines as you return
to the majestic world of Horizon.
Stay tuned for much more. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
the first game was incredible. The
I
first
think there's a lot to look forward to for the community. The
Here we
fans are
go.
going to be really pleased.
As a game designer and storyteller, this is incredibly exciting. We're talking a whole new generation of ideas and experiences that we can create for the player.
No matter where they are, no matter who they are.
New experiences like we've never had before.
More iconic, interesting characters, more atmospheric, immersive worlds for players to explore.
We want to wow players.
Expect the unexpected. And I, for one, can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait to share them with you.
It's so exciting.
Incredibly exciting.
It's really about love
for the players and for the players.
As a developer, that's an amazing feeling to have.
Welcome to PlayStation 5.
Developers, I mean, I guess the point was, let's focus on the games from developers. Let's give developers a platform to show off what they can do on the PlayStation 5. And that's kind of what conferences should be. That's what buying a new system should be. When you buy a new system, the problem is usually lack of games when it's first released. But here they're telling you, we got a ton of games coming, so you may buy it early, but just hang on to it, because the best is yet to come. Luckily, you can depend on Microsoft and you could depend on Sony and sometimes Nintendo, but to release something that's going to be exciting. I'm thinking they're about to reveal the system. That's why I'm kind of like, why are you doing this to me, Sony? What does it look like? And that's what this whole tease has been about. We're playing the beats here, and there it is. PlayStation, it's white. It's pretty sleek. I thought it would continue the traditional black, but they're attention grabbing. PlayStation 5. It's got the disc drive. It's got 2 USB ports in the front from what I can tell. It's got a sleek design, similar to previous, where it's just like kind of like thin. It's not big and boxy like what you get off of Xbox. And it matches the controller pretty well. This is a great new direction. Holy smoke. Holy smoke. That's the PlayStation 5. I like it. Okay, I was about to click away, but it seems that they've got more to show off. I'd like to see the I/O ports. It's got ventilations in the front that looks like a USB-C connection, and then a traditional USB-A connection, and then a deluxe edition. So they've got two versions. Deluxe edition doesn't look like it has a disk drive in the front. DualSense wireless controller, which is what we've seen. They're selling a charging station. They've got the HD camera. They've got the 3D headset, which is cool. A media remote, which is pretty standard. They've had media remotes since the PS2. So again, the deluxe edition doesn't seem to have a disk drive, which is cool. Probably has a bigger hard drive.
We hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today. You've seen our most striking console design yet, and you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power. At PlayStation, we believe in generational transitions, and we put years of work into making them happen. We want you to enjoy the unique benefits of moving from one generation to the next. Thank you for joining us. We're launching later this year, and we have tons more to share. Welcome to PlayStation 5.
There it is. Interesting. USB-A, USB-C connection. Lower that a little bit. So I like the design, the sleekness of it. It's gonna stick out. I mean, I was talking earlier on how they usually keep it black so that you can't see it, but now it's just, it almost looks like you want to stand it up all the time, although I'm still going to probably lay it flat. The games in my mind do excite me because they have a lot of good first-party content coming and a few third-party support. The fact that they're releasing two at once, I'm going to get the deluxe edition, but they didn't give you a price point as to how much this is going to cost, or if there's a bundle that includes all of that, the controls, the charging station, all of that. They haven't said anything regarding that. I'm assuming that the difference is going to be $4.99 and maybe $5.99, or maybe $3.99 and $4.99, different price points. But the deluxe edition is going to be pretty cool, though I do not know why it's missing a Blu-ray or 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray drive, or if it's actually tucked away or hidden in a different manner to which you put it in the actual system to make it look a little bit more sleek but hidden away. A lot of these games, again, I think I was more like a 50-50. Some were just boring and didn't really show like the graphical prowess. And Spider-Man Miles Morales is exciting. Ratchet and Clank looks like something I'd dive into. Demon Souls was fine. Sackboy's Big Adventure was nice. The systems look good. Again, it's the question of the deluxe edition. What is the difference? And that's what we have to look forward to and what the questions are. So that's the conference. That was me. I'm glad you guys joined me for this little review, and let me know what you guys think about what all of these games had to show and what PlayStation 5 looks like and what it's going to look like for the next generation, and are you excited? As always, like, share, and you can make my day if you subscribe today. This is Magnus, and I'm out. Whew. See you guys later.